Al, just talk about the performance today, what you took away from it.
Well, I mean, again, we knew what we were getting into coming up here. So we faced a lot of adversity early on. We didn't tackle as well as we needed to, but I thought, we made some corrections at halftime. I don't think they scored again. We tackled better. We stopped the run better in the second half, and we converted better in our red zone. So a lot to learn. My chief concern right now is to get everybody healed up, get everybody healthy, and take a lot of time here over the next 2 days, watch the film, get some mistakes pointed out, and get it cleaned up.
Al, what was the biggest problem in the first half? Was it more what you guys weren't doing, or was it just?
I think they did it. I mean, again, they had 600 yards last week. They had 600 yards and they scored 45 points. So we know what type of offense they are. We didn't tackle well enough, and a couple of plays we were in the wrong gap, and it's as simple as that. We didn't do a good enough job tackling, and they made some explosive runs, and I thought our guys settled down after that, and we tackled better and kept them out of the end zone.
Coach, aside for the health, what other concerns do you have moving forward with this ball?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things we're fixing right now. So it's early in the season. I just talked to the guys about that. Again, I think we did a good job last week of just going in with our egos down, everybody, and just learning and making improvements and changing some things. So again, there's a lot of really good efforts out there, So again, it's just going to be just looking at things from a position standpoint, a unit standpoint, and getting them corrected. But again, FAU is exactly what I told them our guys they were going to be: the atmosphere, the energy, all of it. So again, I think it was good that our guys weathered the storm. They stayed together and they climbed out of it.
Al, any update on Darian?
No, they think everything's good, and we're just going to get an MRI tomorrow to check it out. But they think everything's good.
Al, Joe Yearby well over 200 and whatever, 40 yards, total yards. Talk about his performance.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a great job. I mean, Joe and Mark are really complimenting each other nicely, and I thought Brad, distributed the ball, especially in the second half. I just thought he settled down and threw the ball really well. We had a couple of drops we got to get, cleared up. We got to do a better job protecting him. But I thought Joe and Mark played really hard. I really do. And then when Chalk came in, when Trayon came in, he did really well too.
How the turnovers, especially that the defense was able to force there,
Yeah. Did we have one? I don't think we had one, right? Yeah. So we protected the ball good, and the defense took it away. We had a couple of silly penalties that we just got to get that cleaned up. I mean, there were just a couple of ones there that are just, we're doing better there. And we did a better job protecting the ball. We just got to get a couple more things cleaned up.
Did you sense this team?
Third quarter of a tie game with an atmosphere like this, it could have gone really, really bad. I mean,
sure.
It was looking bad there for a long time, obviously. What to say about you guys that you were able to finish the way you did?
Again, I just think that, we had good leadership and the guys had a good look. Just talking to them on the sideline and everything, we just climbed out of it one play at a time, and I thought the guys were positive about it. We had good leadership, Dallas, Curb, Brad, the offense, Nick Linder comes to mind. Just guys were just like, hey, let's just climb out of it. And again, we didn't do a lot of things. We had a lot of unforced errors early. Missed field goals, didn't convert in the red, missed some tackles. So we put ourselves in a bad position. We really did. Starting the game off with another kick out of bounds, starting off from the 35 again. So those things will get cleaned up.
Did you get an explanation about the catch on the sideline? So I thought you called timeout maybe to get them to take a look at it. Did you ever get an explanation?
I asked for. I don't want to get into it. I'm sorry.
Al, second week in a row where you guys got to deal with a lightning delay. How do you keep those guys focused when you have to play again?
Again, it's not. I mean, it's not ideal, Manny. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I mean, it is what it is. And again, both times we came out of it pretty good. So I think. Obviously the second half we came out of it pretty good, but we just it is what it is. I mean, what can we do about it? I think our guys handled the adversity. They didn't get too. They just rolled with it. And again, was it perfect? No. Would I like to have a kind of a cleaner game? Heck yeah. Would I like to have a cleaner week? Yeah. But it is what it is, and now I'm just grateful that I think we're healthy, and we got to get these guys out of here and get them healthy.
Al, this team's mentality has been in focus. We've talked about it all through camp. Did you get a sense that they looked ahead towards Nebraska for a little bit in this game?
Oh, I don't think so. No, I'm gonna say it again. I knew exactly. I kept saying to you guys, and everybody wants to talk about next week and this, that, and everything. I knew exactly what we were getting into. All you have to do is turn on the tape. I mean, they had 600 yards on the road, 45 points, and missed some red zone opportunities themselves. So again, they're doing a really good job. I thought they were physical on defense. They attacked us, and it took us a while to kind of push them back a little bit. So, and again, that's again, I hope there's not guys in the room that come out here and say they were looking ahead. I hope, because they knew exactly what we were getting into coming up here in this environment. And if you couldn't tell the second you walked out, you're out of your mind. But if anybody thought this was going to be anything but this kind of environment, you're nuts. And that's what I prepared the team for all week.
Defensively, it looked like there were a lot of pre-snap, either alignment issues or communication.
Didn't get lined up as quickly as we needed to and as efficiently.
Reason?
It wasn't good. It wasn't good enough. That's it. There's no excuse. And we just had a couple of deals there right before the long run. Obviously, we had a substitution error that kind of got everything out of whack, and then we got split because of it. So we got to get it cleaned up. And again, I'm just grateful we're healthy and go out there and practice. You had a follow-up?
Did it continue throughout the game?
No, I thought we settled down. No, I thought we settled down. Yeah, no, I thought we settled down for sure.
Now, fourth down, you guys are good again, but third down continues to be an area where you guys are struggling to convert.
Yep, need to improve. Need to again. We threw a couple in there. We got to catch the ball a little bit better, and we got to protect a little bit better. And then we got to. And I said it during the week. You know, the deeper you are, you know, the more pressure you're going to get from this group. And they did a good job. We talked about those pass rushers early in the week. So, again, there's not one thing about that game or about that team that surprised me. And I told Coach after the game, I think they're doing a great job, and they were aggressive as can be. They were. They were aggressive. They were confident. They were physical, and our guys knew exactly what we were in for.
You talked going into Bethune about how much you liked camp and how much the good feel you had for this team. How much have you learned in the last 6 days?
Well, this was big. I know everybody wants it to be 65 to 7 or 65-0, but we learned a lot about our team now. Right there, we learned a lot about our team. So we faced some adversity. We stayed together, and the leaders led, and nobody panicked. The coaches, everybody was good at halftime. Everybody had a good look, and again, it wasn't ideal. You could easily come in and say, oh, man, what the heck is going on? We're not finishing drives. We got the lightning again, but nobody did that. Everybody just kept playing, and we're going to learn a lot from this. We're going to be a better team when we come back to work. And again, my priority over the next 3 days is to get us healthy, get us rested up.
Couple more questions, guys.
Thanks for bailing me out, Tom. A couple more. It's like 3 a.m.
Joe and Mark, I mean, I know when Gus Edwards went out, he was your big guy supposedly, and they just barreled through loads of defenders.
Well, I think I know, like, when you're on your side, is he just coach speak? Is he just we rotated all those guys with the ones. It was probably the best thing that we did in training camp, and they all got used to it, and there was nobody, there was never we just didn't want to drop off, and I think those guys are doing a good job. And the thing about Trayon Gray is he's so much leaner now. He's so much quicker. He's doing a better job protecting the football. He's going to keep getting more. He's going to be so much better on Tuesday than he was today. So we have a chance to be deeper there than we were today.
Last question.
Now, who would you say made the most improvement from game 1 to game 2?
Who made the most improvement?
Yes.
I'm going to say hello to my wife and then watch the tape on the way home, and I'll let you know. But I thought Brad really settled in nicely. Joe and Mark, I think, and I thought the secondary settled in and got active. We had some interceptions. We got physical there, and again, it wasn't going right early. And those guys, were some of the issues, right? We missed some tackles there. And then they come back and they're ultra physical and finishing plays. So again, I'm just happy that they had that good look and stayed together. It was really important for us.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
All right, guys.